I asked you guys to ask me any question you have, whether it was about YouTube, whether it was my personal life, whatever. I was gonna answer questions, basically just a Q&A. I mean, that's what it is. Normally I would have my webcam on for these, but I'm not really feeling well, so I decided to have it off, and you just get to watch some good Dragon Ball Legends gameplay while I answer your questions. I also do want to say that there are probably a lot of questions of people wondering what I do outside of Dragon Ball, like if there's other games I play, if there's other hobbies I have, and I want to summarize most of those questions into one, which is yes, I play a lot of other games, and I actually have a second channel, or my main channel, quote unquote, where I actually upload actual edited content where I take footage from games that I play with my friends, and I get all the funny moments, compile them into a video, and I pour my life into those videos. So if you're interested in that, please go check it out, and without further ado, let's get this going. The first question I'm going to be answering is from Jacob Sullivan, who asks, do I enjoy playing Legends? I mean, yes, I love the game. I think it's a phenomenal game. There are definitely a big share of flaws that I think really need fixing that I don't know why the devs haven't fixed, because I feel like a lot of us realize the flaws, but the answer is usually money. But yes, I do enjoy playing the game. I love Dragon Ball. I love the characters. The game is awesome. I mean, I definitely have my bone to pick with some of these mechanics, like Ultra Majin Vegeta being the most annoying motherfricker on the planet. But for the most part, yes, I enjoy the game. I don't enjoy spending money on it. I like to avoid spending money, but because I've kind of turned this into a sort of career, if you will, not like anything crazy, but just, I'm uploading videos. It's fun. I do spend money when I feel like I need to in order to get a unit, because as a content creator, if I don't have all the units, I can't really create the best possible content. I mean, I can still work with what I got, but it does suck when I have to spend money because the game's rates are horrible, and sometimes I wonder why I still play this game. But yes, I do enjoy playing Legends. It's a lot of fun, and I think that people that continuously trash on the game are, unless they have a valid reason, like the summon system sucks, which I agree. Other than that, I don't really understand why people trash on the game so much, because again, while it does have its fair share of flaws, it's a very fun game when played casually. The next question is coming in from Shreyan Spragatashing. I probably said that like horribly wrong, but they ask, how much money have I spent on Dragon Ball Legends? Now, I don't really want to know. I don't want to check. And so I'm just going to give you a rough guess. And this is, I would say, the last year I have spent the most I have ever had in the game's history. Like, I've spent money on the game since I started playing it, but I've thrown like $5, $10, nothing crazy, until I started doing content, and then it kind of was a little hard to track. If I had to guess, I would probably say at least $1,000. My best guess is probably 2,000. I think so far that is probably the amount that I've spent on this game. I don't know, it's probably a little bit higher, but for the most part, I would say 2,000 is a good point. And I hate it. I don't like spending money on this game when I don't have to. And so, I mean, sometimes I do spend a little bit of money. Like Ultra Gogeta 4 was exempt from that rule. I spent money for him, and I got 2 copies of him, and I'm happy. But for the most part, yeah, I don't spend money when I don't have to. So $2,000 probably over the course of like 2 years is kind of insane. This next question is coming in from Luke, and it is a barrage of questions, but all 3 were actually, I looked at them and I said, these are actually pretty good questions, so I'm gonna answer all 3. So the first question is, have I thought about doing any collabs, and if so, with who? Yes, I always think about doing collabs. The issue is, I don't think people know I exist, because believe it or not, I have asked, actually, I think I've asked Ryuden, Goresh, although Goresh was kind of a stretch. I've asked Ryuden multiple times. I've asked Playbox, and I think there's someone else that I'm forgetting. And then there was actually one that was supposed to happen between me and DZ. I don't know if you guys remember that drama, or if you watch my videos regularly, you probably know who he is. And if you don't, basically he was a smaller YouTuber that apparently was spamming YouTube videos to try and get me to collab with him. And he was begging people to unsubscribe for me to get my attention. And eventually I noticed and said, hey, if you get one of my videos to 1,000 likes, I'll do this collab. We never ended up reaching that goal, but I still wanted to do it anyway. So I reached back out to him, but he fell off the face of the earth. I don't know what happened. He has not gotten back to me. He just disappeared. But I would love to do collabs, specifically with Ryuden. I've said this multiple times. I think Ryuden is just a very chill guy. He looks, I don't know what it looks like. He's just so chill. I watch his content. He's probably the creator I watched the most before I even started doing content of my own. I watched him the most, and then Gresh was probably number 2. I think collabing with either of them would be fun, but I honestly think they would see me as like this annoying child, and I'd probably just get on their nerves, but who knows? But yeah, if I had a choice, it'd be one of those 2. And the second question is, if I could choose a new character, whether it would be from the anime, movies, manga, or a collab with another franchise, who would it be? All right, this is going to be probably controversial, and I'm sure someone's going to disagree with me. I think having Gojo in Dragon Ball Legends would be so freaking cool. And the reason why is because Gojo in Jujutsu Kaisen, the whole point of his character is he's this flashy, cocky bastard. I mean, I don't like how cocky he is, but he has all these flashy moves that are absolutely insane, especially his domain expansion. Dude, I think if we could get his domain expansion in Dragon Ball Legends, I mean, we've seen Hit's time skip, which is basically domain. That would be so sick. I think that him with like Hollow Purple, Reversal Red, I forget what the blue one's called. I think he'd be really sick. I honestly think, or is it Relapse Blue, or is it Relapse? I don't know. I think he'd be really cool to have. And honestly, if it somehow happened, I would be so game for it. And then this last question is, what is my favorite team to use in Legends? I don't really have a favorite team, to be honest. I bounce around. However, I will say my favorite character of all time in the game is Ultra Vegeta Blue. And so if I had to pick a team, it would probably be Fusion Warriors with Ultra Vegeta Blue, and then Ultra Gogeta Blue, and then Ultra Gogeta 4. That would probably be the team that, if I was just playing for fun, I would probably use that team. The goated cat of all time asks, do I enjoy playing DBL or just play it for the content? Even though I kind of answered this earlier, there is a second part of this question, which is, do I play for the content, that I actually kind of wanted to include after I saw this. I will say, if I wasn't doing content for Legends, I'll probably still be playing the game. However, I do not think that I would be as big of a whale as I am now. I don't think I would be spending money, and I probably would not play it nearly as often as I do. Before I did content, I played it like here and there. You know, I didn't log on every day. I kind of just logged on when a new unit came on. I summoned and, you know, maybe grinded here and there. But for the most part, I was not that crazy into the game. I didn't really follow the community. I just played the game because I thought it was cool. And then content ended up working out for me. Like, I uploaded the video and I got 45,000 views, which I was like, holy shit. And the video was ass, by the way. I still think that my first ever Dragon Ball Legends video, the Ultra Vegeta Blue showcase that I did, it was horrible. And somehow I got 45,000 views. But it worked, and so that initiated me to do content. If that didn't happen, I probably would not be playing Dragon Ball Legends nearly as much, but I also probably wouldn't enjoy it nearly as much if I didn't do content. So it's kind of a double-edged sword, where it's I have to play it more, and sometimes I do get irritated with the game, but I don't regret it. I love playing the game. I think it's a great game. I wouldn't support it as much as I do if I didn't enjoy it. Jet Ragnarok. Oh my god, I just stuttered. Of course, I always stutter. It always happens. I don't know why. Anyway, if your content wasn't DBL, what would it be? I will say, I mean, I did obviously mention my second, or my quote-unquote main channel earlier, which again, go check that out if you are interested in what games I do play. But to give you guys a little glimpse, in case you, for whatever reason, don't want to check it out, I think it's very cool, you should. I would probably say Counter-Strike. That's the game that on my main channel I play the most. However, I would never, if I had to absolutely pick one game, it would probably be that game, just because it's pretty consistent in terms of the content you can get. However, I would never really stick to one game. I bounce around very frequently. Like, we play a lot of Counter-Strike, me and my friends, when I upload on that channel, but I play so many games. I mean, I'm talking like, I'll just name some games that I play. Rocket League. Currently, I've been playing a lot of Marvel Rivals. Overwatch, I've played. Helldivers 2, I've played some of the NBA 2K games. Power World. Stardew Valley, Terraria, what's another game? Uno, Geometry Dash, Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, Dead by Daylight. I mean, there's all these games. I could go on and on. I mean, I'm just saying, I play a lot of games. I could never really pick one for if I had to do content on. So, if you want to see that type of content, again, go subscribe to that channel. It's really good content. I put a lot of effort into those videos, I'm telling you. A guy from SV asks, what would you have liked to do if you never started a YouTube channel? That's a great question, because YouTube kind of saved me. I'm not gonna lie. I graduated high school not knowing what I was gonna do. I already was set to go to a community college because I legitimately did not know what I want to major in, and I didn't know if I wanted to go to a private university. So I just went to a community college to save money. I don't know. I'm technically undeclared right now, and I'm a year and a half into college. I don't know. YouTube has been the only thing I've really ever sought out in my life as being a content creator. And it was only until Dragon Ball Legends kind of started that I actually was even remotely getting to accomplish that dream. And so, I don't know. I honestly, I have no idea. Programming was actually on the board. But unfortunately COVID happened, and that set me back on math severely, and I'm pretty sure it caused like permanent brain damage. I swear to God. I used to be so good with numbers, and then COVID happened, and now I'm ass. Like, I can't do math. What is it? My senior year in high school, after COVID, sorry, junior year, after COVID finished and I came back to school, I basically skipped a year and a half of math, and I barely passed. And that was also because I cheated on one of the tests to skew my grade. I'm not gonna lie. I did a little bit of scuffiness, but I mean, who hasn't, right? Alive asks, If I could rewrite one major event in Dragon Ball history, what would it be and why? I would probably say the revival of Frieza Saga. And the reason being is because specifically how they did Gohan pisses me off. I think Gohan is the best written character in Dragon Ball, specifically because, in Z, I think he was absolutely amazing, but I'm really annoyed with how they treated him in Super, because I feel like Gohan has the potential to be the best character in the entire series, because this dude is half human, half Saiyan. His emotions get the better of him, and that's what makes him so powerful, is that his emotions, he uses them as a weapon. And when you make him angry, you know, like Saiyans, you know, they get angry, but like he's human, like he's like us. And Gohan also, you know, he doesn't want to fight. He only wants to fight to protect his family. He doesn't just enjoy fighting. And so I feel like that's the character I also relate to. Like if I was in Dragon Ball, that's the type of character I would be. Like the dude just wants to have a good life, have a family, you know. I think Gohan is awesome, and how they treated him in the revival of Frieza Saga annoys me, because I feel like I feel like it was such a great point to like show Gohan's potential. I felt like they should have not made him seem like this weak little loser. Like, yes, I know he doesn't train. I just feel like they maybe should have changed him to be at least train a little bit. And I'm just annoyed that he got whipped by Frieza so hard. Also, and then in the later events, a lot of the times he'll just get a random ass power up, which I really dislike. I don't like that he'll just somehow snap back into character after not training for years and then become the strongest character in Dragon Ball. I feel like they should change it so like he is at least training a little bit, and then stuff like that happens that like pushes him over the edge. I don't like it that he just randomly becomes super strong. I wish there was at least a little bit of precedent and justification for him getting these power-ups, instead of just, oh my god, Pan got kidnapped, like it's just, I don't know, like yes, it would give him a power-up, but I just feel like for him not training, it shouldn't be that drastic. So I think if I could rewrite it, just make him train just a little bit. I'm not even talking about just give him like training here and there off screen, doesn't even have to be on screen, just mention that he has been training just a tad. Sparking Zero Enthusiast asks, could I give the Boo Bros 5 times Zenkai buffs and use them in PvP? I've actually done that before, I'm pretty sure, but I'm not opposed to it. I mean, I think the Boo Bros are one of the most fun characters in Dragon Ball Legends, but I mean, who knows? Maybe I'll do that. And the second question is, do I have a favorite band / song? So when it comes to music, I don't necessarily have a favorite band. It usually bounces around where I'm listening to one band and then like, you know, maybe like a month or two later I'm listening to another one, and it varies. But I would say the last like 5-6 months, the one band I've been listening to a ton, is this band called Voila. They're a very small band. I believe they originate in Los Angeles. And their music, they're an EDM / pop group. I think it's ran by 2 guys. I don't know them all that well. I discovered them from a friend, I believe like 6 months ago. And I've listened to them so much. Like they are my #1 listened to band by far. I absolutely love them. And my favorite song by them is a song called Straight Jacket, STRAIT, and the jacket. It's a very good song. It's not even that popular. I'm pretty sure it was just a song that came with an album. It wasn't even supposed to be that popular, but I love it. It is my favorite song by them. And I would have to, if I had to pick one, I'd probably say them. But they're awesome. And if you don't know who they are and you like EDM or pop, I would recommend checking them out because I think they're awesome. 80 Star asks, do you ever want to quit YouTube? Like, I get taking a break, but don't you get overwhelmed with your personal life, school, and maybe relationships? I would say no. I don't think I've ever thought about quitting YouTube. I mean, maybe, you know, like 10 years down the line, depending on how long this lasts. I mean, I'm sure at some point, yeah, I'll probably consider it, but as of right now, no, I don't want this to ever end. I mean, I will say it is a little bit demotivating sometimes when the views go down and everything I try doesn't work. Like my main channel, for example, I think every video I make on there takes anywhere from 4 to 10 hours to make. Depends on the length and how much editing I put into it. And sometimes it is a bit demoralizing to upload them after all this work and then see them just flop. Like, I mean, I will say it definitely takes a hit on the soul, but for the most part, I would say no. I've never really considered ever quitting Dragon Ball Legends or YouTube, sorry, because for one, I don't have a girlfriend. I am a bitchless loser, and my personal life is not that crazy. I mean, school does exist, and yeah, it takes up some of my time, but I have never really been motivated to do school. I haven't found anything that enjoys me, so my focus is mostly YouTube. And my personal life is not that crazy, so yeah, for the most part, I don't really have distractions. It's just a motivation factor. So I don't really think I'm gonna ever really quit YouTube as of now, and I hope it stays that way, because I really do enjoy this and interacting with you guys. It's a lot of fun. To wrap things up, the last question I'm going to answer is a question from Nudge HH. Probably is not how you say it, but whatever. Favorite character of all time in Dragon Ball. I mean, I say this all the time, but I will keep saying it because I know, you know, new viewers and people don't know who I am. Gogeta. It is Gogeta, bro. I love Gogeta. I like him and Vegito. I would say definitely are my two favorite. Just because I think fusions are absolutely insane. I just love fusions. I don't know. I love how cool they are. I love their design. But if I had to pick a non-fusion, then I would probably say Gohan. Just because Gohan I relate to a lot, and I've always thought that Gohan has been a badass character. I just feel like his writing is pretty terrible. I feel like they need to not give him random power-ups. Like I said earlier, I just think the big thing with Gohan is give him like an actual kid, like let him at least say he trains a little bit off screen so that when he gets these power-ups it kind of makes sense. And also I wish he would just not get clapped, because they've said multiple times that he has the potential to be the strongest character, and the whole point is that he's not, because you know he has the human side of him. But it's just annoying that he'll randomly get these power-ups and become stronger than Goku and Vegeta. It's like, what, he doesn't deserve it. Like, it's, I don't know, I wish he would earn it, which he did in Dragon Ball Z. I mean, he did earn it, but in Super a lot of it is just, oh my god, Pan got kid, or Videl got slapped, ha, I'm the strongest character in the entire show. It's like, bruh. But yeah, if you count fusions, Gogeta, and then Vegito, actually I would probably say Gogeta at number 1, Gohan at number 2, and then Vegito at number 3, and then probably Goku at number 4 and Vegeta at number 5, just because I love the cool shit. I'm here for the cool shit. I don't care about, well Goku has horrible writing and his character sucks. I don't care. He's cool. I like cool stuff, and Goku's cool, so naturally I'm gonna like Goku. So anyways, that's gonna wrap this up for this Q&A. I definitely will be doing this again. Don't know when, but I just felt like doing it, so I did. Anyways, have a good one. Love you guys. Bye.